We are still in Vientiane and we learned some shocking facts about the country of Laos. We also explored more of the city, visiting a significant monument in the country, so come along for a day of adventure, but first, we gotta hit the gym first thing in the morning to start the day. This gym has 3 floors, so we're on the 3rd floor right now. As you can see, the machines are fairly modern and new. I'm not a fan of the plates because it's shaped like an octagon. So yeah, that's the 3rd floor. And then the 2nd floor is down here. You got some cardio machines in here, ellipticals, and more machines. And then 1st floor, there's also more machines. I mean, I'm not gonna go all the way down, but it's just down there. But yeah, it's really nice because being that there's 3 floors, if it does get busy, everyone's somewhat spread out. I mean, and it's also a good kind of workout to go up and down the floors, take a little break. There's also a balcony, I think. Jasmina's up there right now. She's also trying to explore the gym a little bit.
Well, there's a temple.
Oh, wow. It looks like
they're constructing it.
Yeah, it looks like they're gonna add more stuff here too.
That's cool.
There's gonna be a 4th floor.
Imagine doing yoga here.
And then I don't know, you probably can't see that because I'll have to adjust my filter. There you go. As you can see, there's also a temple right beside the gym. But yeah, I like it because the machines are spread out. And if it does get busy, everyone's gonna be in different, floors or sections, and it's not too cramped, which is nice. And then their artwork is also, it reminds me of SK11 in Phuket. That's what it reminds me of. But yeah, it's a really nice gym. The daily pass is 50,000 kip we paid for. And then they don't offer weekly or 10-day passes or multi-day passes or anything. It's either a single pass or a monthly pass. And I believe the monthly pass is 500,000 kip or something like that. But we're gonna start coming here on a daily. We don't know, that's the other thing, we don't know how long we're gonna be here in Vientiane. Kind of hashing out the plans at the moment, but yeah, for now we're just trying to get a workout in, and it's really quiet. No one's here, it's just Jasmina and I at the moment, which is really nice. Lifting heavy there, I see. It's actually uneven because you got weights on this side, but nothing here. Okay. Do what you gotta do, I guess. After going to the gym, we decided to grab lunch at one of our favorite restos in Vientiane, Nam Phu Restaurant. We just had lunch and I actually found a decent pad thai here in Laos. I mean, to be fair, I shouldn't be crying because technically it's Thailand's dish. But I think, I was telling Jasmina this, just because we're close to Thailand, it's literally just a river splitting the country at the moment, right?
Yeah.
I think it's also giving Thai vibes here. I don't know if Thai people live here. Actually, I don't know. I have no idea. But it's just the customer service, the food quality, it's giving Thailand vibes and just the atmosphere alone. But nonetheless, we found amazing pad thai. The first pad thai that I actually like in Laos, and then Jasmina ordered the teriyaki with rice, which was also very, very good. We tried going to the restaurant we were at yesterday, but they were closed today. Yeah. It's a random day to be closed because today is a Tuesday. It's not like it's a Saturday or Sunday or Friday or whatever. Nonetheless, today we are going to be hitting up a museum. If you didn't know, which I also didn't, the Americans during the Vietnam War actually started a secret war here, is what they call it. And we're going to be visiting a museum that showcases, what is it?
It
just
showcases
the bombs, unexploded bombs that are still active to this day.
Yeah.
That hasn't been disarmed yet. And apparently there were over 80 million bombs that were dropped here in Laos alone, which is more than during World War II. Yes,
Yeah.
Germany and Japan. More bombs dropped in Germany and Japan combined in World War II. And you would think World War II is probably, it's, you know, it's the biggest war ever. It's World War II. And here, you know, during the Vietnam War, there was actually more bombs that were dropped here by the Americans, which is really, really insane. And we Googled just a little bit, you know, back in the 60s or 70s, the reason why they dropped bombs here is to cut off supply or cut off, yeah, just cut off supply.
Yeah.
The supply that's going through
Because they were supporting
the Vietnamese army, the Viet Congs. Nonetheless, we're gonna go to this museum. I actually don't know if we're going the right way. Yeah, we are. We're just gonna keep going straight. Well, we're gonna go to this museum. It should take no longer than 30 minutes. But so far, you know, now that you've seen Vientiane for a day, I know I asked you the other day, or yesterday actually.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on Vientiane now?
It's definitely giving a more laid-back version of Bangkok.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels busy because of the buildings. And also, look at the beautiful architecture here.
It's pretty.
There's just so many beautiful buildings here. Obviously, it's the French influence. And there's also a lot of nice cafes here.
Yeah.
I would say beautiful cafes. I was telling Jasmina, we could literally just walk into a cafe, not doing a research or anything, and I won't be disappointed.
Yeah.
That is, I think it's the same thing with restos here. We could just literally walk in, not even know what they serve, and I'm sure the food is going to be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely the first place in Laos where we feel that way. But yeah, it's definitely giving Thailand vibes. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, beautiful cafes here. People are also much different compared to the other part of Laos here. I think it has something to do with the fact that maybe the border is just right there. And yeah, just the beautiful cafes. What else? Beautiful architecture, buildings. And it's also just much... probably cheaper. This is probably the cheapest city in Laos, I would say.
I feel the same way. It's much more cheaper than Bang Dien even.
Yeah, and the weather is perfect right now. I mean, as you can see, it's very sunny, right? But it's not as hot as Bangkok. It's not 40.
Not
Actually,
too bad, not bad.
yeah, let's see what the temperature is. Hey Siri, what's the temperature right now?
It's currently 27 degrees.
27? How? Okay, Siri is probably lying, but it doesn't feel like that at all because it's got a nice breeze where it actually doesn't feel muggy or it's just dead heat. It's just it's different is what I'm saying. But yeah, right now we're making our way towards the museum. It's called UXO MAG, I believe, Information Center. Also, before I ended that little clip though, there's a Starbucks here. Look at this. But if there's one thing I learned ordering drinks and Starbucks here in Asia, it's just horrible. So I don't think we're gonna go. But it does look very aesthetically pleasing though.
Yeah.
It looks very photogenic. Jasmine and I came across this place and it has a Chinese influence. Oh, it's a temple, yeah. So we're just gonna go check it out. I actually want to Google what temple this is because I feel that this is definitely a Chinese temple or a hybrid of some sort. Yeah, so this is Hokang Temple is what it's called.
We spent about 5 minutes here just because it was on the way, and then we headed to MAG UXO Information Center.
Got to the museum, and this behind me is such a powerful statement. Basically, it says Laos is the most heavily bombed country per capita in the world, and through 9 years of bombing, essentially raids were happening every 8 minutes, 24 hours a day. And then here, they mentioned that since the end of the conflict, over 30,000 people have been killed or injured by a bomb accident. And in recent years, the victims, 40% of them were children. That is insane. That's like almost half of the accidents. This animation on the TV is pretty crazy. Oh, well, it stopped, but it basically shows the bomb activity across the country and how often it was happening on a daily. I wonder if they're going to show it again, but that was a pretty crazy animation. That is insane. It's crazy to think because I was unaware of this. Everyone talked about the Vietnam War, right? And obviously we also learned about that a little bit in school, but not as much as World War II. World War II was definitely the main war that we learned about in school, and obviously one as well. And yeah, it's crazy to think this happened in Laos. Here they're showcasing what the mags look like. Obviously they're safe, but it's also saying don't touch. That is crazy, some of it. What it looks like. Look at these ones. There's a C4. I know that for a fact. Wow. And here it's saying there's a bunch of images and just written, just descriptions, little captions, saying that just people in the village are finding pieces like this, and it's either, you know, causing, like it's either affected them or their loved one. And obviously being that you're up in the mountains in a remote village, you know, the chances of you surviving this is very slim, obviously, and sometimes it's just instant death. But it looks like a lot of people are just finding it in their own village, as you can see. And I think that's a picture of when one exploded. That is so insane. But these mags are crazy to think this was left behind. Wow. And flora as well. Looks like it's just stories from people from the team, from the UXO team, people from different villages, just sharing their stories, and even people from all over the world, actually, it looks like. It's more so just history about bombs and all that stuff, I guess. Wow. There's just so much information, you don't know which one to read, you know?
The more we learn about this tragic part of history, the crazier it is to think that a war that took place nearly 6 decades ago is still affecting many lives to this day. This is another reason why I love traveling, is that you get to learn something new no matter where you go. And this, as ignorant as it sounds, I didn't even know things such as this took place here in the country of Laos.
We just finished at the museum. What'd you think of the museum?
I like how informative it was, although it was very small, which I like.
Yeah, it's actually very, very informative. I mean,
and it's free too, which I think...
Wait, sorry, I gotta fix this. Yeah, what were you saying?
Oh, no, I was saying, and it's free too, so you can educate yourself while you're here. Well,
Yeah.
It's free, and you're also free to donate to it.
Yeah, you can stay there for as long as you want. Obviously, we've read a few things and also watched, they had a TV upstairs, so we were able to watch a few clips more about this whole thing, because, yeah, I was very unaware of this. Were you aware of it, or?
Of the American one? No.
Yeah, didn't know that at all. I didn't even know Laos was the most bombed country ever per capita in the world. But it's just very eye-opening for sure. It's just one of those things where you feel so ignorant because you weren't taught that in school. In school, we were taught World War I, World War II, and a little bit of the Vietnam War, but that's it. Those are the main wars, really. But yeah, very informative, very interesting, and the fact, knowing that we've been through the villages as well, right? Because we went through the different villages prior to coming here. Knowing that there's a lot of bombs still active in these villages is kind of just like, it like really makes you think, first and foremost. And it's nice to have that, you know, they have this team, dedicated team to educate people up there about these bombs. Yeah, and helping them out as well. Because they're saving a lot of lives, that's for sure. But yeah, very interesting museum. And yeah, it was just nice to learn more about that because yeah, definitely didn't know that existed or that happened. But yeah, right now where are we going to? We're going to the monument, I believe. It's Victory Square, I think it's what it's called. So we're walking towards Victory Monument, right? And somebody crashed. Yeah, it seems like it's a motorbike, a scooter, and car accident. And I mean, hope the people are all right, but the bike doesn't look too good. And it's causing chaos in traffic right now, as you can see, because it was right in the middle. But nonetheless, we are 2 minutes away from Victory, is it Victory Square? Victory Monument, I believe. Yeah. It's giving France. It's giving Paris. Yeah. We're just gonna go check it out for a bit. This is the monument. It's pretty, I'd say.
It's nice.
It is actually very, very pretty. Look at this. We're gonna try to go up, and apparently you need a ticket, and it's about 30,000 kip per person. Yeah, 30. So let's go up. For 2 people. Copyrigh. Do we get a ticket or no ticket? All right, let's go. All right, let's go. All right, so let's see what this view looks like. I'm pretty sure it's just going to be a view of the road. Ooh, actually, this looks nice. Wow, look at this. That actually looks very, very pretty. Very majestic, yeah. There's a lot of people down there. Obviously tourists. Well, also tourists up here. But I don't know how many flights of stairs we've got to get up to. We're gonna go check it out.
The details and the artwork of the monument is very impressive. If you are here, make sure you go to the top as well, because I can tell you right now, it is so worth it.
We have made it to the top of the Victory Monument and you get panoramic views of the whole city, which is so amazing. It's 30,000 kip per person to come up here. I'd say it's pretty worth it, but I think at nighttime it's going to be the best when you can see all the lights. So I would recommend coming here in the evening. But we are just going to stay here for a couple of more minutes and then we're going to go down because we feel like down there you can film a bit more and you can roam around more freely, so you're not squeezed here with so much people.
Wow, it looks like this place is being renovated though, or adding more stuff. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, you can. There's another flight of stairs inside, but there's no one out here right now. And yeah, you just get a view of the road essentially. Ooh. I'm sure that looks nice at night.
Yeah.
Being lit up. Oh, we should have came here for nighttime. Yeah, see, there's another flight of steps over there that you could go up to, but you just have this panoramic views of the city, which is very beautiful. Let's see what else is here. Yeah. What do you think? Okay, let's go upstairs. So this is what the monument looks like from the top. I'm sure it's nicer during the evening, but you just have panoramic views of the city, which is really, really beautiful. And it's like midday right now, it's the hottest time of the day. So there's also another, I think this is the last flight of steps to go up. You could also go up there, but you know, it's gonna be the same view. So we're just gonna go up here, stay up here, I mean. But yeah, the views here are very, very beautiful. It's just, it's so serene and peaceful.
The monument was built between 1957 through 1968 to commemorate Laos's struggle for independence from France and honor those who died in the war. Originally, the monument was built using American funds and cement to build a new airport, also known as the vertical runway, but the Royal Laotian government decided to turn it into a victory monument instead. While inspired by the Arc de Triomphe in Paris, France, the monument features intricate designs and traditional Laotian elements, including Buddhist symbols, Hindu deities, and female spirits known as Asparas.
If you're gonna come up here, there's also just a bunch of information. It's kind of like a museum almost, that feel, where it just has a lot of information about the country and tourism and history, culture, and all that stuff. But yeah, right now we're just gonna head down, and actually there's more stuff over here as well. More information about the country, culture, history, and all that. Let's see. I think this is more so about the monument itself. Oh, everything is in, oh no, not in Lao, but it's also in English. Could somebody please explain to me why this is a green light or for us to go and there's cars going still? And even this guy too, and this motorbike. What does this even mean when it's a green light and there's cars passing through?
And when it showed like red, then that's the time everyone stopped. Then we were ready to cross. Earlier, remember?
Yeah.
The red sign.
Please, somebody explain to us. Because normally back home, green for us, walking man, right? We're gonna go through. It means we're able to go through. But here, you can't. Is it backwards here? I don't know. Please let us know. Comment down below, let us know. After we were exploring Vientiane, we had a meeting with someone, and we can't tell you just yet because, you know, you're gonna find out in the next few vlogs here, but we just had a meeting with someone, just sat with them, and she showed us around this place, I suppose. But yeah, we can't tell you much about it, but you're gonna have to stay tuned and find out what that meeting was about. But yeah, right now we're just having dinner. We're back at the place where we had lunch because it is very delicious here, for one.
Yeah.
And did we know earlier that they had patio seating upstairs, like they had this?
I think it was after we left.
Yeah. We found out that they had seats upstairs, and of course we just had to come back because it's so beautiful here. You know, but yeah, overall today was a great day. Which one was your favorite site or place that we visited today?
That's hard because I feel like all of the places had something nice in them.
Yeah.
But if I were to pick, I'd say it would be the museum, just because I feel like I learned a bit more about the country. Yeah, me too. I would say it would definitely be the museum as well, just because it was very, very informative. I mean, you would have seen it. It's such a tiny place, and yeah, it has so much information. They just provided so much information, very concise and straight to the point. And yeah, it was just great to learn more about it. But yeah, right now we're just gonna have dinner and enjoy the views. There's a waterfall. Not waterfall, water fountain. It's a big waterfall, I must say.
There's a water fountain, but yeah, we're just gonna have our dinner, and then after that, we're just gonna call it a night. Tomorrow, we don't know what we're gonna do, but we are here for several more days.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorting out the Vietnam visa. Actually, we haven't got on that yet, just because of this meeting that we had. But yeah, you're gonna have to stay tuned for that. But I'm gonna end the vlog here. Hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, you already know what to do. Give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so yet, and we'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning.